Most people think getting rich is about finding the right opportunity. But here's the truth that nobody tells you guys. Wealth is less about what you chase and more about what you avoid, okay? So today I'm breaking down the 3 things that will absolutely keep you broke if you don't eliminate them in your life. And number 3 is the one quietly destroying your bank account right now while you think about being smart, okay? You want to know the fastest way to stay broke, guys? Keep doing what broke people do and then expect rich people results. Shocking here, I know, right? But before I show you what these 3 things are, let me tease something that might piss you off a little bit. That third one that I mentioned earlier, you probably think that you're being responsible by doing it as well. Your parents probably told you that it was smart. Financial advisors might even recommend it to you. But it's a wealth killer, okay? And I'm going to prove it to you with actual numbers in just a few minutes. Now, here's the thing, guys. The top 10% of earners aren't just making more money than everybody else, okay? They're systematically avoiding specific behaviors that trap the other 90% in the same place year after year after year. And I can tell you with absolute certainty, the difference between people who build wealth and people who stay stuck isn't talent. It's not luck or even starting capital, okay? It's what they refuse to tolerate in their lives. Click the link for the free training. I'm going to show you the same digital leasing strategy that brings in over $41,000 per month for me. My students are making $2,000 to $6,000 a month with this exact system. I'll break down exactly how it works, how to build digital properties that generate recurring income, and how to close local business owners who are desperate for more customers. The link's in the description. Let's go. Mistake number 1. The first mistake keeping you broke is the obsession with doing everything yourself. You think grinding harder is the answer, right? More hours, more hustle, more blood, sweat, tears, right? But let me be blunt here. That's not ambition, guys. That's stupidity wearing a hustle culture t-shirt, okay? So here's what the data actually shows us. According to a study from Harvard Business Review, entrepreneurs who delegate early grow their business 30% faster than those who try to be a one-person army, okay? 30%. That's not marginal, okay? That's the difference between building something that scales and building yourself a second fucking job that owns you. Look at Elon Musk here. People worship the guy's work ethic. But you know what he's actually great at? Hiring smarter people than himself and then letting them run. He doesn't design every Tesla part or personally code SpaceX rockets, right? No, he builds the system. He uses leverage. I learned this the hard way. When I started my first business, I tried to do everything. I was the marketer. I was the salesperson, the accountant, the fucking janitor. And you know what happened? I had a heart attack at 28 years old. That's when everything changed for me. I started leveraging my resources, creating systems that worked for me, and then I hired a team to handle what I didn't need to be doing myself. Suddenly, I had time to focus on what actually generated revenue. My business fucking exploded, okay? I see people all the time who are too broke to outsource. They'll spend 10 hours to build a website themselves to save themselves $200, not realizing that those 10 hours, guys, could have landed them a $2,000 client if they just paid somebody else to do the fucking website build in the first place. You're not saving money by doing everything yourself. You're actively staying poor. Mistake number 2. The second mistake destroying your wealth, you keep abandoning ship before you see results. And here's what I mean. You start something. You work on it for like 3 weeks, maybe 2 months, right? You don't see instant success, so you bail. Then you jump to the next thing. And the cycle just starts repeating itself. Crypto didn't work. Drop shipping didn't work. Amazon FBA didn't work. NFTs didn't work. AI automation didn't work. But here's the real question. Did those things not work? Or did you not work them long enough? So let's talk numbers real quick. A report from CB Insights, guys, analyzed why startups fail. And you know what the number one reason was? They ran out of cash. But here's the kicker. Most of them ran out of cash because they kept pivoting, changing directions every time things got hard, instead of sticking to one solid plan and just executing it. The problem isn't trying new opportunities. The problem is quitting before you've given anything a real fucking shot. But that's not the full story. What you don't see when somebody's out there making $40,000 a month profit is the years that they spent grinding on that one thing before it actually paid off. They didn't quit at month 2. They didn't pivot at month 6. They committed. They learned that game, and then they dominated it. So why does this matter? Because every time you quit and you start over, you reset your progress to 0. You lose that momentum. You lose that expertise. And worst of all, you never build anything that compounds. Wealth compounds, but only if you stay in the game long enough to work it. The difference between somebody who succeeds and somebody who stays broke isn't the fucking opportunity. It's the commitment to see it through when it gets hard. Most people quit right before that breakthrough. Stop quitting then. Start finishing everything you start. Mistake number 3. All right, here's the one that's going to make some of you fucking uncomfortable as hell, and I'm kind of laughing about it right now. The third mistake keeping you broke is your obsession with safety and stability, okay? And I'm not talking about having an emergency fund or being financially responsible, guys. I'm talking about the people who are so terrified of risk that they never take a single meaningful shot, okay? You stay at the job that you hate because it's stable, Josh. You keep your money in your savings account earning 0.5% interest because investing feels risky to you. You won't start a business because what if it fails? Let's break that shit down with some cold, hard truth real quick. According to the data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, guys, the average American switches jobs 12 times in their lifetime. 12 times. You know what that tells me? That your stable job isn't fucking stable. It's the illusion of stability until the company downsizes, your boss doesn't like you anymore, or the economy shifts, and then you're fucking out. Meanwhile, inflation is running at 3 to 4% per year. Your savings account earning half a fucking percent. You're actively losing money. Every single year, your cash is worth less money, okay? That's not safety to me. That's financial suicide in slow motion. Now, here's the thing that really will piss you off. Rich people, they don't prioritize safety, okay? They prioritize opportunity. They take calculated risk because they understand that the biggest risk is doing nothing at all. Let me give you a real example real quick. In 2008, during the financial crisis, while everybody was panicking and hoarding cash, investors like Warren Buffett and Carl Icahn were buying assets at a discount. They saw opportunity where everybody else saw danger, and they made billions of dollars because of it. The people who played it safe and did nothing, guys, they stayed broke. They missed the entire recovery. They let fear rob them of generational wealth. I'm not saying that you should gamble your fucking rent money on some random crypto coin. That would be stupid. What I am saying is if you never take intelligent risks, then you're never going to build wealth, period. The job isn't going to make you rich. The 401k isn't going to make you rich. Saving $200 a month isn't going to make you rich. Those things might keep you comfortable, but comfortable isn't wealthy. If you want to build real wealth in 2025 and beyond, guys, you have to get comfortable with uncomfortability. You have to bet on yourself, and that means putting skin in the game. And that leads us to what actually works, okay? You need to stop avoiding leverage. Stop quitting too soon and stop hiding behind fake safety, right? You need to focus on building one thing that compounds year after year. You need other people's time and skills to multiply your efforts. And you need to take calculated risks that position you for real opportunity. For me, that model is digital leasing. And here's how it works. You build simple lead generation websites that rank on Google for local searches, okay? A homeowner goes into Google and searches plumbers near me or roofers in Denver. Then your site shows up. They fill out a form, you capture that lead. Then you lease that monthly lead flow to local business owners for $500, $750, $1,000 per month. So every month you have repeat reliable income. It's digital real estate. You build that property once, you rank it once, and it generates you monthly income without the 60-hour grind, without the inventory, without the employees. No complicated fulfillment, okay? I've built a portfolio of these digital properties that bring in me $41,000 per month. My students are making $2,000 to $6,000 a month with this exact system. the free training breaks down everything for you, so go grab it. It's going to break down how to build the sites, how to rank them on Google, how to find and close local business owners who need more customers. This is the system that changed my life and thousands of my students' lives. Click the link, watch the free training. Let's go build something that lasts.